Hola, I'm Roanna, and we're in Puerto Rico, an enchanted island in the Caribbean. Join me as I take in its stunning scenery, meet with a colorful local painter, tour a lush tropical forest, and savor its distinctive cuisine. Puerto Rico's island beauty is steeped in history. And this is the capital, San Juan, a colonial city full of art, history, and culture, where there are spectacular beaches, world-class restaurants, great shopping, and beautiful people. This is an American city with a Latin beat. Let's take a look at the map and see where we are. Puerto Rico is a small rectangular island, only 110 miles long and 35 miles wide. A mountainous spine peaks through the center at over 4,000 feet. The north coast meets the Atlantic, the south, the beautiful Caribbean. San Juan, the historic capital, sits atop the island's northeast hills. We'll learn about San Juan's history, visit an artist, hike to a natural wonder, and cook a traditional Puerto Rican dish using plantain and shrimp. When you think of Puerto Rico, you think beaches. But Puerto Rico's capital, San Juan, has preserved and celebrates its colonial past. Old San Juan is the oldest city in the Americas and a jewel of Spanish heritage. Local historian Jonathan guides me through the neighborhood's cobblestone streets. They're lined with elegant mansions, colonial monuments, and filled with terrific stories of pirates, explorers, and attacks by land and sea.
And coincidentally, that statue of Juan Ponce de Leon was created by the Spanish from captured British guns.
San Juan was founded as a military stronghold. Its fort and city walls remain amongst the best preserved in the Americas.
And the Spanish garrison realized that they needed to fortify the entire city to protect them from foreign powers coming in. As you can see, we have the famous Fortaleza, or Governor's Mansion, originally called the Palacio de Santa Catalina. That was built roughly in the 1540s, and that was basically the only fortified stronghold that the old city had.
Fortification was critical to the survival of Old San Juan, as it is surrounded by sea on three sides. Known as the key to the Caribbean, the Spanish were always fighting off somebody. With its important strategic location and many natural resources, you can understand why Puerto Rico was such a hotly contested territory. Beautiful. Besides the city's wonderful history, it's a shopper's paradise. But for now, I'm off to shop for food at Plaza del Mercado, the hub of activity on a San Juan morning. I enter to the song of vendors hawking, the dazzle of vivid color, the sweet smell of fresh fruit, a feast for the senses. I've met with Chef Mariana Ortiz to shop for the traditional Puerto Rican ingredients for tonight's meal. ¿Más por atrás?
Sí.
¿Qué vamos a comprar aquí? What are we buying?
Pues vamos a comprar los plátanos así bien bonitos y grandes para hacer la receta de los mofongos.
¿Verdes así?
Verde, bien verdes.
Bueno, we're buying the plantain for today's recipe. What we need to do with this is take the peel off, cut them in pieces, and fry them in oil. And after, we will mash them with chicken stock and garlic. Ajo y caldo de pollo, ¿sí?
Ajo y caldo de pollo.
Ay, qué rico. This is going to be delicious.
Okay.
Energía.
Ok, ahora vamos a comprar lo que necesitamos para hacer el caldo de pollo, que es...
Ah, sí, bueno. These are the ingredients we need to make the chicken broth.
Exacto. Entonces,
which is really a sauce.
Yeah. Entonces tenemos aquí que vamos a comprar pimientos verdes.
Bueno, ¿están picante, pican o dulces?
No, son dulces, son sweet.
Ah, sweet peppers.
Yeah,
ay, qué
right.
rico.
Entonces tenemos cilantrillo.
Cilantro, I recognize this.
Cilantro, y tenemos también el recaíto.
¿Recaíto?
Cilantro.
I've never seen this
cilantrillo
before.
y cilantro. As a family.
Same family.
Yeah.
Oh, that's neat. Look at these leaves.
Yes,
No tenemos esto allá.
No, en the restaurant.
Tastes the
Sí,
same,
allá
a little
en the
thicker,
restaurant.
but it tastes the same. Okay, ¿y
This
este?
esto es chicharrón para el mofongo. Esto se llama...
Pork skin.
Pork skin.
Bueno, chicharrón.
Exacto. Entonces tenemos
¿Y esos?
ajicito dulce que también son sweet.
¿También
Ají
son
dulce.
sweets?
Sí. If you want to taste,
I can taste?
yeah, taste.
You sure I won't burn my mouth?
Oh.
Yeah, that's what they said to me last time.
That's good. That's good.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. It's not sweet, it's spicy.
No, it's sweet.
Ay,
Surely it's
Mariano, we have
Sí.
all the ingredients now for the chicken broth. All we need is the chicken. ¿Esto con nosotros? Do we need to bring this
sweet.
with us?
Sí, nos lo vamos a llevar todo lo que vamos a comprar.
Ah, bueno, they send it all to the restaurant. Perfecto.
Up next on Entrada, the world's oldest rainforest preserve. Old San Juan's crowning glory, El Morro, the largest fortress in the Caribbean. The promontory's natural walls rise majestically, an incredible 140 feet above sea level.
Right. Very nice.
My tour guide Doris has offered to take me through the history of this UNESCO World Heritage Site. Construction started in 1539 with a small fortress built by the Spanish to keep enemies out of San Juan Bay.
This is such an incredible building.
It really is. It's unique. It took 250 years to build it. So we're talking at least about 6 generations that participated. And what's even more amazing is the fact that they use local materials when they build it. Limestone, mortar,
Really?
sand, and a very resistant wood called ironwood. We call it in Spanish ausugo.
That's incredible. Now, did they not try to invade while they were building this fort?
Yes, they tried. We had altogether 4 attacks, 2 English, 1 Dutch, and 1 British. That's before the Spanish-American War.
Fabulous. Can we go down and take a closer look?
Of course, let's go.
Yeah, that'd be great.
The fort is a maze of secret tunnels, dungeons, barracks, outposts, and ramps. El Morro is studded with small, circular sentry boxes called garitas, unique to the forts of Puerto Rico, and now a national symbol. In 1992, the fort was restored to its original state in honor of the 500th anniversary of Columbus's discovery of Puerto Rico. After all those centuries of holding off the enemy, Spain ceded the island to the United States after the Spanish-American War. It remains a U.S. protectorate to this day. And now, how about some historic Puerto Rican cuisine?
Hola, Mariano.
Hola, buenos días.
¿Cómo estás?
Muy bien, muy bien.
¿Estás feliz de verme?
¿Cómo no? Sí, yo creo que sí.
Oye, ¿sabes qué? Old San Juan estaba bello.
Bellísimo.
Bellísimo,
Como
exacto.
siempre, como siempre.
He thinks Old San Juan and Puerto Rico in general is always beautiful. I agree. ¿Cuál es el nombre de este plato, Mariano?
El nombre de este plato es mofongo de plátanos relleno de camarones.
Ay, qué rico. We're making a traditional Puerto Rican dish made with mashed plantain and shrimp. And here are the ingredients. Aquí tenemos el plátano, the plantain.
Exacto.
¿Y por qué lo guardas en agua? Why is it
Para
kept
que,
in
para
water?
que no se ponga negro el plátano.
Ah, bueno,
Sí.
keep it in water so it doesn't change to black. Tenemos el chicharrón, the pork
Chicharrón
skin.
exacto.
Mashed garlic with aceite de oliva.
Aceite de oliva y
olive
ajo.
oil. Caldo de pollo.
El caldo de
the
pollo,
Chicken
chicken
broth.
broth.
Aquí tenemos el sofrito, right?
Sofrito.
Now, this has been made in a food processor. You can also use a mortar and pestle. And it has the ingredients we bought this morning at the market, the cilantro, cilantrillo, the sweet peppers,
Yeah.
and the onion.
Onions.
Bueno. Now, to make the shrimp, We'll be frying it in a tomato sauce, and this tomato sauce has been made here fresh at the restaurant. Y tiene aceitunas.
Yeah, this is a mojito. This have onions, garlic,
Yeah.
olive oil, sofrito.
And olives, exactly. And
Yeah,
capers, right?
Capers.
Perfect. And for garnish, there's parsley and red pepper and wine for taste. Muy bien. ¿Cuál sería la primera etapa, Mariano?
La
What
primera
is the
etapa,
first
pues,
step?
vamos a freír los plátanos.
In very hot boiling oil. The plantain is added. ¿Y por cuánto tiempo va a cocinar?
10 minutes, 10 minutes.
For 10 minutes, the plantain will fry. Muy bien. ¿Y después qué hacemos entre tiempo? What do we do in the meantime?
All right, cuando está frito el plátano, pues
Bueno, with a mortar and pestle, Mariano's choosing to use
hacemos
mortar
el
and pestle.
mofongo.
We add the pork skin to the mortar and pestle.
Yeah, you mash
You mash it up.
like this.
That's easy to do because since it's dry, it doesn't take much time at all.
Yep, some garlic
Poco de ajo.
and oil.
Oil, of course, to moisten it. Muy bien.
And then you mash
And you
again.
mash that up. That smells great.
That's good. And put some
A
salt,
little bit of salt to taste.
taste.
And we've already fried some
Plantain is
plantain, so
ready.
the fried plantain will go in. And you mash that too, huh?
Yeah,
We add a little bit of chicken broth
a little,
to this mixture now.
little.
And that way it will help so that everything combines together and stays together. Mariano is now forming a shell with the mixture so that we can add the shrimps, which will be sauteed in a tomato sauce. Bueno, entre tiempo, tú vas a hacer esto y yo me voy en mi aventura.
Muy bien.
I'm going to go visit the El Yunque National Forest while Mariano gets the rest of the recipe prepared for the final steps. Gracias. Nos vemos prontísimo.
Gracias a ti también.
Ciao.
Okay.
El Yunque National Park is 25 miles east of San Juan. Set high in the mountains on the country's northeast coast, the park is over 28,000 acres and is the oldest forest preserve in the Western Hemisphere. A pristine paradise, El Yunque boasts 50 kinds of birds and 240 native tree species, of which 23 of them can only be found here in Puerto Rico. With over 50 native orchids and 150 types of ferns, it's a lush rainforest experience, and my guide Doris knows as much about its natural wonders as she does about its storied history.
Are these palm trees? Those are palm trees. There's only one.
She's a fountain of facts about the forest, but soon, all the facts in the world pale in comparison to the sight we're about to discover.
I promise you the sound of water.
Yeah.
I think we're getting there. La Mina River. Mina means mine. Did you know that? You can try and see if you find gold pellets in the bottom of the river. That's what used to happen here, sifting from the bottom. This water drains.
It's hard to believe that after that short half-mile walk, you can find such a tranquil paradise. The rainforest is so lush and you can feel the moisture, heavy in the air. In fact, Doris tells me El Yunque is the rainiest of all the national forests. Over 100 billion gallons of water falls on the forest each year. The humidity is close to 100% year-round, so the La Mina waterfall is a welcome break for nature lovers. The rainforest's abundance of water is captured by dams and used for electrical and domestic power. On foot or on horseback, you can enjoy these fantastic hiking trails through crags, waterfalls, ferns, and wildflowers. An island in watercolors, up next on Entrada. In El Yunque's rolling green foothills, there lives a Florida-born artist named Monica Linville Laird. She has made Puerto Rico her home since 1986. She came for the views and stayed to paint them. Every day offers new inspiration, new modes of expression. I can't wait for a peek inside her famous treehouse studio. So far, all I know is that Monica's watercolors and illustrations depict the flavors, colors, and textures of her adopted island home.
Oh, this is great, Monica.
It's really, for what I do, it's a wonderful spot.
Well, is this where you get your inspiration from, the view?
Yeah, I think so. It's get up in the morning, get my cup of coffee, and go to work. These are some pieces.
This is your work.
Yeah, I did these for a one-artist show that I called Puerto Rico Tapestry. And I was addressing my amazement, actually, with all the complexities that exist on this island. You know, I mean, it's really a relatively small island. It's 35 by 100 miles, and there are so many opposites that coexist quite beautifully, I think. And I really find them to weave into each other just like a tapestry does.
The effect is vibrant, tropical, surreal, and full of energy. I'm in awe of those fine, precise paint strokes. Monica is definitely hands-on and detail-oriented. Her eye has captured the essence of Puerto Rico, its people, its customs, and its unique complexities.
This has been great. Thank you so much.
Oh, my pleasure.
You're absolutely wonderful.
My pleasure.
All the
I'm
best and
thrilled you could
success
be
with
here.
this. I'm thrilled to be here.
Good.
Thank you.
Come back?
Count on it.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Mariano is ready for me back in the kitchen.
Bueno, we're back at the restaurant and we're finishing today's recipe. Now here's a recap on the ingredients. We have the shrimp. And here is a mixture which has been blended in a food processor of what we bought today at the market, which has the peppers, onion, and the cilantro. See?
Yeah, garlic.
And garlic. Oh, ahí ya también,
Yeah,
okay?
put some garlic.
This tomato sauce has olives, onions, garlic, cilantro, and capers. Of course, you can make any tomato sauce you'd like at home. Bueno, going right into the first step of cooking the shrimp. Sí, lo cocinamos con todos estos ingredientes.
Vamos a cocinar con todos los ingredientes.
Bueno, in a hot frying pan with garlic and oil.
Calentarlo. Okay. First you put some garlic and oil. Okay. Put the shrimps first. 1, 2. All right. Okay. Now you put some salt there. I'll leave it there for 3 minutes.
¿Y por cuánto tiempo vas a dejar este
Vamos,
cocinando?
esto se deja cocinar por 8 minutos.
Bueno,
¿no?
this will
Porque
cook for 8
esto es
minutes
fácil.
now.
Es un plato que está fácil porque son blanditos los camarones. ¿No?
Rápido, ¿no?
Sí, que no se puede cocinar mucho porque se ponen duros.
Exactly. Make sure not to overcook the shrimp because they will harden.
Yep. Now you put the sofrito. El sofrito. Some peppers, red pepper. Ashley.
¿Las pimientas ya están cocidas?
Sí, eso es cocido, ya eso
Bueno,
viene todo ready para comer.
The red peppers which are used are pre-cooked a little bit. They are pre-fried.
Yeah.
That's why you add them at the end.
Okay. Now you put some wine.
To taste, of course.
Okay. Luego, pues al final le añades la salsa criolla y tienes un plato perfecto ahí para comer al final con tostones o como
Si lo sirves con arroz.
Arroz blanco. O lo podemos también servir con Todo lo que quieran. Papas
Sí, ¿no?
fritas,
Yeah.
arañitas,
You can
tostones.
serve this dish with rice, with bread,
Ahí ustedes
with
tienen.
French fries. Ya, me encantaría probarlo. Is it
Well,
good?
Yes, good. A little more sauce.
A little more salt. You would know. Oh, this smells great. Qué rico olor, ¿eh? Qué
Así
bueno.
es. Perfecto.
I'm gonna go get ready for dinner y nos vemos prontísimo,
Muy bien,
¿ya?
muy bien.
Gracias, ¿ah? Chao, Mari.
Bye.
Up next on Entrada, living la vida loca.
This is fabulous. Can I just tell you something though? Have you tasted this bread?
Just did.
It is sweet. Are you guys enjoying this food?
Yes.
Is this not delicious? Oh, this is great. I'm gonna take this recipe home. Here are the recipes.
To make mofongo with shrimp, fry the plantains for 10 minutes. With a mortar and pestle, mash the fried pork skin or substitute bacon or lean chopped ham. Add oil, salt, and garlic to taste. Mash with plantain until smooth, adding a bit of chicken broth. In a food processor, grind cilantro, sweet peppers, and onions. Sauté 10 shrimps in garlic, oil, and salt. Cook for 5 minutes. Add the sofrito, then add the tomato sauce and wine and continue cooking for 2 to 3 minutes. Place the shrimp mixture inside the plantain mold.
Well, what an amazing market it was. It was beautiful. Really, everything's so fresh.
And all the colors and textures and patterns.
Oh, just incredible. This is such a great city. I'd like to propose a toast to my new friends, to great food, to great music here in San Juan, and may art be in our lives always.
Salud.
San Juan is charming by day, but as soon as the sun goes down, the city is transformed by the pulsing island rhythms. Locals and tourists alike flock to the many bars and clubs throughout the city to salsa the night away.
Baila mi son, Mercedes, rico y sabroso. Baila mi son, Mercedes, baila ni comer. Baila mi son, Mercedes, rico y sabroso. Baila mi son, Mercedes, dale canche. Baila mi son, Mercedes, para que goce mi son. Baila mi son, Mercedes.